Hi, I'm Helen Root, coming your way under Helen Root webinars to discuss life issues. I'm a relationship and family life consultant, and today I will be discussing on why you do not enjoy your husband's love. The reason why you are not enjoying your husband's love. If you are a married woman, you should thank God for the opportunity of being married. And you should always love the man that stretched his hand to marry you. I'm sure no person will go out of his way to marry someone that would not satisfy his love or satisfy his appetite. So, if one will stretch forth hand to marry you, it shouldn't be something you must take lightly. Whether it is a man marrying you or you are the one marrying the man. But I know a man is the one that ought to marry you. You do not need to bring more havoc or give him cause to regret why out of so many other girls he chose you. So if you are going through some problems today in your relationship, in your marital relationship especially, I want you to know that it can still be solved. However, let's just get down to fact on why your husband have become just another person. Why you are not enjoying your marital relationship. I believe that some of these things I'm going to mention are going to really reflect what is happening in your own life. Why is it that you're not enjoying your husband's love? First and foremost, when a wife have bad habit, the husband will never be happy with such a woman. So you're not enjoying your husband's love. Could be that you have bad habit. There are habits that he wants you to change and you are not ready to let go. Habits like gossiping, like lying, habits like irritation, habits like keeping or like being quarrelsome. If you are having it, there's no how you will enjoy your husband's love. If you are too busy with girls' club, he married you, but you are too busy with your relationship, your girlfriends. They come to your home, they don't go. They call you at all times, make appointments with you, and then you jump from one place to another. You drive all around in the city, not even considering that you are married. You just do what you want with your girls, your girlfriends, and then when you come back home, you are another person. If you are married, let it be defined that you are married. I'm not against any lady having her girlfriends in her relationship. But when a marriage becomes very crowded, no man will love it. Let your girlfriends understand that you are a married woman. Even if they are also married women, let them limit the extent that they keep you busy. When you are a nagging a lady, your husband will never ever put up with such a character. Many ladies like to nag. They are easily irritated. They do not consider how their nagging make their husbands feel. So some of them even say, just do what you want to do. I don't care. You see, when you are easily irritated over little issues, you will never enjoy your husband's love. The more you are irritated, the more you are putting him off from you, the more you are making his eyes now to the outside. So be careful how you nag. Be careful how you get irritated over little things. So if you are listening to this broadcast this hour, make a change. Make a change. You can easily drop those habits and work on yourself. I believe that when you work on yourself, you will be able to get back your husband. I'm tired and sick of ladies who God put husbands in their life path and they easily drop them. It's not a good sign. Please change. What other thing can make your husband uh, make you not to be enjoying your husband's love? When you serve old meals or when you serve one variety of meal. When you have unattractive meal, every time he comes back for a meal, it's just the same type of dish. You don't go out your way to look for a way to enhance your cooking. You don't bring varieties at the table. You see, when you do that, you stand a risk of provoking your husband. You stand a risk of not getting along with him very well. You see, the way to a man's heart also is through the good food that you make. I've seen that. I've seen it. So sometimes we will go out to eat. My husband will say, honey, please, I want to eat your food. Please, honey, I want to eat your food. There was a time I had a friend, a lady friend, that by virtue of God speaking to her, she was always bringing food to us. I'm a preacher woman anyway. You get to know that. So she was always bringing food. Before I will finish preaching, there's already food in her home. So she was always bringing food. But despite all that she was bringing, my husband will always say, honey, please, I want to eat your own food. So if you are a lady and you do not bring at the table different varieties of food to your lunch, for your lunch or your dinner, and then you serve the same type of meal, actually you stand a better way of provoking. You stand a way of provoking your husband and making life difficult for yourself. Another reason that could make you not to be enjoying that relationship or enjoying your husband is when you do not take care of your body, which God said is the temple of Him. Your body is a temple of God. So if you do not take care of your body, you are too careless in the way you dress. You don't, you don't, you don't bath well. You don't smell good. When you come, when you dress tatteredly, you don't take care of your hair. You don't do anything to improve your body or even your looks. When you do that, you know, a man can easily be put off when a woman is not taking care of her body. So please take care of your body. Even if you have 20 children, learn to take care of your body. Don't wear him out with the smelly armpits and smelly hair that only portrays that you have fried fish or you have fried meat. Don't do those things because you put a man off. What other thing can make a husband not to enjoy a lovely wife is when that wife do not keep to uh, or to date with his interest. Are you keeping to date with your husband's interest? Are you the type that is only interested in yourself? Or it's only what you do that you take interest in. You don't take interest in the things that will make your husband happy. If you are that way, you will never have his love. So go out of your way and I mean develop come into terms with his interest. More especially when it is not an ungodly interest. So develop interest in some of the things he likes. If he likes to go out to fish, Develop interest. If he likes to sport, develop interest in those areas. Just keep up to date with his interest. Sometimes plan something for him. Plan or make a schedule or book a place so that both of you can share that interest. Uh, 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 you will see how he will appreciate it. Give him some surprises based on his areas of interest. So when you do those things and he doesn't find you very stagnant, he doesn't find you uncooperative to his interest, actually your husband will love you more and more. Another reason why women or a wife uh, is not enjoying the love of a husband is is when you cannot carry on with a discussion that has to do with current affairs. The modern the current issues happening in the world today interest men, so you must be able to carry a good discussion along that side. I've seen that many women are easily disconnected with current issues. I rarely even see women reading newsletters or newspapers, I beg your pardon, or even listening to CNN or any other news, getting news from the internet or elsewhere. The moment they are married, they are so absorbed with that marriage commitment and household issues that they don't develop interest in current events. You want to, uh, if you are not a type that love current events, you will never entice your husband. You make life very boring for him. So when he comes in and he wants to listen to news, you are nagging. When he comes in, he wants to just get to know what's happening somewhere. You always be nagging. So that sort of destiny will never promote a healthy relationship. Why is it that your husband doesn't love you when you are still dressing like an old lady when you're supposed to be young? So you dress to the point that you cover every area from your neck to your hand. You come to the bedroom with pajamas instead of with nice, sexy nightwear. So some of the only time, oh come on, let me not just go that side. So if you are dressing like a very old lady, even old ladies still dress good. Mind the way you dress. Dress those things that can make him attractive. Even if whatever sort of dress he likes you to put on, do those things. Do them for him. After all, that's why you married him. Your body belongs to him. So kit yourself the way that he wants you to look. Don't always show him one type of face and one type of straight wear. Dress good. Dress good. So I believe that if you would take care of some of these areas I'm touching, as sensitive as they may be, you will see how you will receive good result. See, the another reason that I could assume why you're not enjoying your husband's love is it could be when you do not uh, when you do not store uh, grudge against his mother or his sisters. You see, if you develop the habit of keeping malice with your mother-in-law or your sister-in-laws, hmm, you are touching a very you are touching sensitive areas. So if you're not enjoying your marriage with your husband or you're not enjoying his love, it could be that you're touching those areas. So stop keeping malice with his mother or keeping malice with his sisters. The moment he comes home and sees that you are on the phone with his sister-in-law, with your sister-in-law, or with his mother, he will always be happy. He will know that you have come to build, not that you want to destroy. Another reason could be when you take the role not to allow God to change him, but you now want to change him totally. You want to force your way to change some of the things he is doing, and you're not giving God a time to change him. Some even become take the role of grandmas and great grandmas. You see, sometimes I hear my senior brother sitting, and the wife keeps correcting and correcting, and then the next thing I hear is, "Oh yes, grandma, yes, grandma." You see, I had to ask, "Why are you saying grandma?" You say, "Yes, because she talks like a grandma. She doesn't talk like the lady I married a few years ago. She's not talking like even my grandma." And so she's not only assuming the role of a grandma, she assumes the role of a grandma, assumes the role of a mother before the role of a wife. So I see her talking too much. So some of you want to change your husband. There are areas you want to change him, things he is doing that you do not like, but you want to force yourself into it, and that's not good. Let me take, for instance, those ladies who come to church without their husbands, and they see other men performing roles in the church, and their husbands are not even in church. So they go back home with a very hard face, and they just want their husbands to become a priest overnight. Meanwhile, before you got married, you knew that he wasn't a priest. Before you got married to him, you knew he wasn't going to church. So why do you now want to impose that role on him? I mean, there's nothing wrong if you want him to come to church. There's nothing wrong. But you don't need to impose it on him because you knew him before you got married to him. So, and you cannot manipulate God to just bring him to that level. So good to pray for him. Good to pray that God changes him and God brings him to the saving knowledge of God. But do not impose, because if you do that, you will lose him totally. So why you are not enjoying that marriage is because you are imposing, you are trying to do God's work on him. You are trying to assume the role of God in his life. So as long as you want to do that and impose yourself on him, he will never. So allow God. The best you can do will be pray for him. Nothing is too impossible for God to do. So you pray for him and wait for God to take that decision of changing him. So another reason that could make you as a wife not to enjoy your husband's love could be that you are comparing your husband so much with another man. If you compare him so much with other men, then you don't see the uniqueness in his own life. So he thinks you don't love him. Stop comparing him with your brothers. Stop comparing him with your father. He's not your father. So, yeah, of course, he's not. Though he has that biblical role as a father, but he's not your biological father. So don't compare him with your father. Don't compare him with your brothers. Don't compare him with the other friends that you've had before you got married to him, or your husband's or your friend's husband. Let him be himself. Stop comparing him, because the more you compare him, the more you belittle him, and that will not go well when you keep comparing him with other men. Another reason, and let me touch this area before I sign up. Another reason why you are not enjoying your husband's love could be that you are denying him sexual intercourse. You don't have sexual intimacy with him. You give it to him at your own leisure. You give it to him when you are when you want to lure him to do something for you. You give it to him as a way of bribe. You give it to him when you, oh, come on, please stop denying him sex. It's his right. Marriage is all about that. So allow him to have access to your body. Allow him to is a sex is good when you are married. So allow him to enjoy it. That's part of the deal in marriage. So stop denying him. Don't always want him to bargain before you give him what is his godly entitlement. So check your life. If he has to buy one cloth for you before he have sex with you, or he has to give you a check of 5,000 before he goes to bed with you, that is very wrong. You are not a prostitute. Please, you are a married woman. So Love your husband with all your heart and also with your body. Stop denying him that which is his right. Sex is his right as your husband. So these things and many more are the reasons why you are not enjoying your God-given husband. When you resent to the submissive role God has given to you, you don't want to submit to his leadership. You find fault in everything he does. And now you want to be the husband, not the wife. Then you will never, he will no real man will want you to be to the boss over him. So submit yourself as unto the Lord. Be submissive. It's not a weakness. It's really a virtue of it's a virtue that will take you or that will bring you to a very high place. It's not what do I call it? It is a virtue that many of modern ladies are uh, not having today. Submit yourself. God expects that you submit to your husband, and your husband as well will submit to you when he sees that you are submitted to him. If you will revisit these points, I'll play back this broadcast. Pray about it and make it well with your husband. It will be well, and you will enjoy the rest of your marriage. This has been from Helen Root Webinars. Go on and sign up for my webinars or contact me for 101 counseling or also group counseling. So if you go on helenroot.org, you'll get all information about me. Those who will want to book me for special seminars, I am very, very available. Go on my website. You will see my email address and drop email to me. Also, you can give me a call on 0031 684 606 550. I am ready to walk you through it. See you.